Good day everyone, especially to you mom. So I am Shalamay D. Pinkian. My topic is all about basic techniques in running, including the standing start, sprinting, crouch start, and relay baton passing. So first, aalamin natin kung ano nga ba yung standing start. So the standing start is one of the basic ways to begin a race. So sa posisyon na ito, the runner places one foot near the starting line but hindi dapat nakaapak sa linya. So most of the body weight, about 2/3, should be placed on the front foot. So the runner should slightly bend the knees and lean the body forward while keeping the back, neck, and head aligned. So kailangan din coordinated ang galaw ng arms at legs. Ibig sabihin, kapag gumagalaw ang right arm, kasabay nito ang left leg at vice versa. So, bago magsimula ang takbuhan, dapat steady at hindi gumagalaw ang runner habang hinihintay ang starting signal. So, the second one is the sprints. So, ang sprint race ay mga short distance races na umaabot hanggang 400 meters. Sa mga ganitong race, kailangan ng runner na ma-maintain ang maximum speed mula simula hanggang finish line. So, noong unang panahon daw, runners use the standing start, but later the crouch start was developed para mas mabilis ang pag-start ng sprinters. So, in sprint events, each runners runs in separate lanes. Sa 100 meters daw, all runners start on the same line. Ngunit sa 200 meters at 400 meters, gumagamit ng staggered start para pareho pa rin ang distance sa tatakbuhin ng bawat runner. So, the third one is crouch for pointing start. So, the crouch for pointing start is commonly used in sprint races because it helps runners start faster. So, sa position na ito, the runner crouches with one knee on the ground and place both hands on the track slightly wider than shoulder width. So, ang mga daliri ay naka-form parang bridge just before the starting line. At ang mga mata ay naka-focus sa ground ahead. So next, the runner lifts the hips slightly higher than the shoulders and leans the body forward. Kapag narinig ang starting signal, the runner pushes forward strongly while pumping the arms and legs. So sa simula ng takbo, the body should stay low para mas mabilis makakuha ng speed and momentum. So, the last one. So, ang pinakalas natin is yung relays or relay races. Sa relay races is meron tayong dalawang types, which is the upswing baton passing and downswing baton passing. So, dito muna tayo sa relay races. So, relay races such as the 4 times 100 meters and 4 times 400 meters involve a team of 4 runners. So, bawat runner ay tatakbo ng bahagi ng race habang mahawak ang baton. Then, ipapasa ito sa next runner. So, the baton must be passed inside the exchange zone, which is about 20 meters long. Mayroon ding 10-meter acceleration zone kung saan pwedeng magsimulang tumakbo ang next runner bago matanggap ang baton. Importante ang smooth baton passing dahil maraming races ang napapanalo o natatalo dahil sa baton exchange. So, ito na yung upswing baton pass or yung technique ng dalawang technique ng relay races. So, first is the upswing pass. In the upswing pass, the baton carrier passes the baton from below going upward papunta sa kamay ng receiving runner. So, ang receiver naman ay nakaharap pababa ang palm at nakalayo ang thumb sa katawan para may space kung saan ilalagay ang baton. So, this technique helps the baton transfer smoothly and quickly habang tumatakbo ang dalawang runners. So, sa downswing baton pass naman, the downswing ay isang baton passing technique sa relay race kung saan inilalagay ng runner ang baton sa kamay ng receiver na palm facing upward o nakaharap pataas ang palad. Sisigaw ang baton carrier ng pass kapag malapit na para maipasa ng maayos ang baton. So, ang receiver naman ay magsisimulang tumakbo pagdating ng carrier sa check mark at iaabot ang kamay paatras para tanggapin ang baton nang hindi bumabagal. So, importante na ang pagpapasa ay mabilis at smooth. Kadalasan ay within 2 to 3 steps lang para hindi masayang ang speed ng team. So, that's all po for my part. Sana po may natutunan po kayo. Thank you!